Another week, another new GTA Online update to discuss. Welcome back to the channel, everyone, and thank you so much for stopping by. I, of course, have another GTA 5 online video for you guys this weekend, and today we have even more gameplay changes to discuss. Rockstar has been on a pretty consistent streak here, adjusting and fixing various in-game issues and problems with different server-side patches and hot fixes, and this week is no exception. From what I can tell, there are 11 new changes to GTA Online this week that were added in 2 separate hot fixes and stealth updates, and Rockstar has not issued a list of official patch notes themselves, but we have the intel on what changed anyway, so let's jump in and break it all down. If you enjoyed this video at any point, or if you just find it helpful, let me know by dropping a like on it, and if you want to stay up to date with everything GTA Online and Rockstar Games, then please consider hitting that subscribe button with your bell notifications turned on. The first hotfix update for GTA Online has addressed several bugs and exploits that were affecting the gameplay experience, and this information is coming from TezFun2, so credit to him. A bug where exiting an AMIGOS vehicle with armor plating from a garage resulted in the loss of armor plating effects has been fixed. This is a pretty significant fix here, as it ensures that the defensive benefits of the armor remain intact when a player exits their fortified vehicle, maintaining the integrity of the vehicle's protection that you paid a lot of money for. And the fix for this has far-reaching implications both for PvE and PvP engagements. For PvE, it means that players can actually rely on their vehicle's armor plating to consistently protect them from NPC enemies, which is crucial during those high-stakes missions where vehicle durability can make you pass or fail a mission with limited lives. And then on the other side of things, in PvP scenarios, the correction of this bug is even more critical, I think. Prior to the fix, griefers could exploit the bug because players would be left vulnerable in their vehicle during combat, and they would actually have no knowledge of why they're getting blown up so fast. But now with the fix in place, you can actually engage with PvP in confidence, knowing that your vehicle actually has the intended level of defense against other players' attacks. Now, we also have an issue that allowed a motorcycle club president to use the CEO laptop inside of an office property and vice versa, with a CEO using the MC laptop inside of a clubhouse. That's been rectified here. While not directly impacting the game balance in any real regard, this bug certainly affected the quality of life in GTA Online, because at first glance you're probably wondering here, this might seem like a convenient shortcut was just patched, preventing the hassle of switching between CEO and MC presidents just to access a specific functionality on the computer. However, this glitch wasn't all about just patching that convenience here. Not only did that issue affect the computer switching and whichever boss you were registered as, but it could also inadvertently lock you out of the computer system that was specifically designed for your registered role, causing a lot of frustration and hindering a lot of players' in-game operations. I'm curious to hear in the comments if you as a player were particularly affected by this. I actually had some people tweeting at me on Twitter about this earlier this week. The skip salvage yard delay cooldown glitch has also been patched. This glitch might have allowed players to bypass the intended cooldown period for repeating certain activities. I'm not actually too familiar with this one, as I'm not really aware of any cooldown with the salvage yard besides the tow truck missions, which can be done every 48 minutes anyway with the business upgrade, or the actual vehicle robberies, which can only be done once per week anyway, but maybe there's some issue there. The update also patched the terabyte off the radar glitch. Now, this likely involved players using the terabyte mobile operations center to become invisible on the map, and you could basically escape other players and you'd have an unearned tactical edge because they couldn't see where you were on the radar to keep track of you. Of course, there's several more off-radar glitches in the game, and apparently this already has a workaround with custom races instead of jobs on the map, but hopefully Rockstar gets on that soon. Another major fix is the patch for the bunker car dupe B2B glitch. This was a duplication exploit related to the bunker property, which you could basically just use it to duplicate cars and sell them for in-game currency. That's now fixed. And then finally, the update has addressed merge glitches involving the arena booth. This glitch would allow players to merge vehicle properties in unintended ways, potentially creating some really cool combinations that you couldn't otherwise customize for your vehicles. And as far as I know, it was only cosmetic changes. I don't think you could add Imani Tech to a non-Imani Tech vehicle, for example. So something like this is kind of sad, honestly. If you could gain a huge actual tactical advantage in the game by adding Imani Tech to a vehicle that shouldn't have it, well, I could see obviously why that's getting patched, and I understand it. But I honestly think keeping vehicle merge glitches in the game would be just as fun as keeping the outfit glitches in the game, so that you can get even more customization for your vehicles that otherwise normally wouldn't be possible, just as long as it's cosmetic here. I think that would be good for replayability and also keep the game fresh. Unfortunately, this first mini update, there were no fixes in it for the broken DLC vehicles like the window on the Vigoro ZX EX convertible or the headlights on the Vapid Illusion. I'm not really sure when Rockstar is getting around to that, but I do believe that requires a title update to patch since they are hard-coded into vehicles, and a title update is something I don't expect for a while. At the earliest, we could see one February the 20th when Rockstar removes the editor features on last gen or something like that, or maybe with a Cluck and Bell heist that releases around that time as well. But let's move on to the second stealth update to GTA 5 Online for this week, because we have 5 more game changes to discuss. Now, the frustrating issue where the client auto shop vehicles vanish when players switch sessions has also been resolved here. This fix is crucial as it prevents the loss of vehicles that players are customizing or delivering as part of AutoShop client deliveries, ensuring that progress is not lost and your time and money are not wasted here. The recent fix for the disappearing vehicles upon switching sessions is a welcome update, obviously, for both console and PC, and we also had a similar bug with the client deliveries that was supposedly patched in a previous hotfix last week, which we discussed, and it seemed that some players are continuing to experience with these cars. So I wouldn't be surprised if this one doesn't actually patch the issues that were said to be patched here as well. A significant bug has also been addressed where players who spawned into the agency or auto shop for the first time found that the property removed all their upgrades, and this fix is obviously a major relief because anyone who invested heavily in customizing this property can now be assured that their upgrades and customizations are retained, obviously saving them money and effort if they lost it before. If you do run into this problem though, submit a support ticket to Rockstar Support at your earliest convenience because they should be good at crediting you for the difference of the cost of the agency upgrades you lost. They're usually good about rectifying those situations, even if the glitch isn't patched. Now, we also have an update that fixes a bug that caused players to get stuck when processing a license plate inside of the Avenger Vehicle Workshop. This would completely disrupt the flow of your gameplay because it would force affected players to either restart their game since they could not pause and load into a new session. They couldn't load back to story mode or anything like that. They just had to completely restart. There's also more good news for AutoShop business owners. Turbo and transmission upgrades can now be applied to those electric AutoShop client delivery vehicles. Previously, if a client requested these upgrades, you weren't able to apply them due to a bug in the game. And this change basically just allows for a more fuller customization experience when it comes to these vehicles, which obviously means you won't get slapped with the incorrect modification penalties on the cars that you or your staff deliver. And not that that was a big deduction anyway, but also minimal deductions along with a satisfaction bonus on this content is always appreciated here. Nonetheless though, I still just fly through the customization list with all random upgrades, and at most I lose like $5,000. Time is money in this game, and I personally prefer moving on to my next business as fast as possible. Lastly, the patch also fixed the Agency God Mode workaround glitch. This was a serious exploit that allowed players to become invincible in the game, which obviously is going to be used here to gain an unfair advantage, particularly in those PvP scenarios. Funny enough, this specific Agency God Mode glitch was just patched last week, and this fixed the workaround for it that players found, so I'm sure more workarounds will be found if they have not been found already. And basically, just to recap, that's it. We covered the 2 hotfix updates for GTA that patched several gameplay bugs, including the disappearance of AutoShop client vehicles, the Agency God Mode workaround glitch. We also discussed some fixes for Amani Tech vehicle armor plating bugs, and the cross-roll access for MC and CEO laptops, which would basically lock you out of your computer. And with that being said, we're going to wrap things up right here. Hopefully you all enjoyed the video here today, and if you did, hopefully I earned your like on it. And of course, if you are new to my channel and you want to stay up to date with all the best GTA Online and Rockstar Games content, then please consider hitting that subscribe button so you don't miss out on a single thing we post here on the channel. We consistently talk about updates, news, information, tips, tricks, and even leaks, and we'll keep you guys updated here on the channel daily. So make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you'd like to follow me over on Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram, those are the best places to get connected with me outside of YouTube, and you're more than welcome to ask me questions on those platforms. You can follow me at HazardistHDTV, and all of my social media links can be found in the description down below. With all that being said, thank you all so much for watching, everyone. Hopefully you all have a fantastic day, and I'll see you guys in the next GTA Online video. Adios, amigos.